Hey yo, what's up? It's time for another great episode.
Absolutely.
I'm like that
Some
DeVito.
people might be a little bit confused by your whole, thing. People might not take too kindly to that, say you're being a little cultural inappropriations or something
Listen,
with that
I'm in New Jersey. So
Italian thing.
David DeVito, he's ass. Anyway, that's not what we're
Danny
talking about
DeVito's
today.
not ass. Tommy DeVito's ass.
It's all the same. But
No, don't insult the legacy of Danny DeVito. He's a legend.
I said David
And
DeVito,
I don't know who that is.
the New
Okay,
York Giants quarterback.
that's Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito. So who the hell
Tommy
is
DeVito.
David?
Like Joe Pesci and Goodfellas. Tommy DeVito. But yeah, he ass either way. That's the point you were trying to make, is that Tommy DeVito of the New York Giants is ass. Yes.
Yeah.
I concur 100%. 1,000% maybe.
Well, I know what else you probably can concur with.
What's that?
Everybody, you're about to endure another great episode of Live from the Bench.
He doesn't mean you're going to struggle to it. You're gonna love it. Yeah, it's always good over here in the hood. This is what we do every week. We bring you the Eagles talk. And this episode, what are we discussing? I mean, I know, but they don't know. We should let them know.
We're gonna talk about 5 birds and one smaller bird.
Oh, yeah, they didn't get that joke when I posted it. It didn't seem like a lot of them got it. I'm kind of disappointed in y'all, honestly.
It's so funny because
supposed to reference some kind of train running.
Black.com.
Basically, yeah. Let's go with that.
But
I don't know what that is, but let's go with that.
Well, see, I bet if anybody Googles it, they'll immediately know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, wink.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about the Seattle Seahawks and the Eagles. It's gonna be an interesting game on Seattle's side.
Interesting. I'm still believing in the boys. I mean,
absolutely. I have no faith in Drew Lock. So,
wait, Gino ain't even out there. I've been paying no attention to
injured.
Seattle whatsoever.
Yeah, Gino's been injured.
Like, they just been falling down week after week. It's like, I'm not paying attention to that team.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why they're losing. Gino gone, but
yeah, Gino's injured, so they're not really themselves.
Right. And DK out there being a damn fool. I know that much.
Out there. He's hilarious, though. The sign language, that's just hilarious. I think that's perfect.
We get the feeling he don't want to be there no more.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe some team in Philly could use him. We should have got him when we had the opportunity, but I digress.
It's AJ Arcega-Whiteside,
Yeah, he was the best. Glad we got him. Anyway, this game was flexed, right? From whatever the Monday night, because it's the Eagles, and that's the team everybody loves to watch because y'all hate us, and we don't care.
Either love them or you hate them.
Good news. It's the first team with a losing record we played since week 8. We finished the gauntlet finally. We came out okay. Took a couple L's, but we can get back on track this week. Bad news. We ain't won in Seattle since 2008. I mean, I know there's a losing streak, but I can't remember the number. But we ain't beat Seattle in a while, from my understanding.
That's insane. The streaks are made to be broken, right?
Like you said, Gino's out, Drew Lock's in, and we know Drew Lock ain't shit.
Yeah, and not only that, but here's the one thing that I will say. It's painful for me, but Darius Slay, Big Play Slay, he's out. Bradley Roby is out. Bradbury out. So it looks like
you're hurting my soul with this news.
The cornerbacks in Philadelphia this week, it looks like Keely Ringo, Josh Jobs, and Eli Ricks.
As if it wasn't bad enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the defense, 64% completion percentage allowed against that defense. 3,300 yards, damn near 3,400 yards, 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That's what we've allowed the pass defense.
What
So what
Philadelphia has to do
yeah.
is run the ball. They have to run the ball. They have to keep the ball on. Philly has to have the ball, hold the ball on offense, so
Right.
you don't have those situations. This is how Philly is losing: is they're letting the opposing offenses hold the ball and run the clock out on them. That's the problem.
Yeah. We're not even running the ball necessarily. I mean, it seems like they just stop. Even if it's working, they stop. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is. You had one of the leading rush. He was second in the league for a while. You stopped giving them the ball. Why would you stop doing what works? I don't understand.
They
You're
got
having
comfortable.
success with a strategy, and they're not really beating the strategy.
I think it's just they're just way too comfortable. I think that's where it was. It was the offensive play calling. They just got overly comfortable because their receivers were having big games. But the thing is,
It was too bland, though. You still got to mix it up.
yeah,
You still got to
have to.
evolve the offense over the course of the season, or everybody's going to catch up to your tendencies.
Yeah.
You have to keep improving. You have to add little wrinkles here and there. But that lack of running, that's a problem. Because if we're not running the ball, then we're not being balanced, and we're at our best when we're balanced, obviously. More so that we use the run. We utilize the run in every quarter on the early downs when necessary, and whenever we can. You shouldn't have to rely on Hurts, AJ, and Devontae if we have an effective run game. And with that line and that running back Swift, we should have an effective run game, as we did earlier in the season.
Right.
What also isn't helping, in my opinion, is Jalen Hurts. Bad as that hurts me to say. He's got some issues losing the ball or giving away the ball. 10 interceptions, 5 fumbles. That doesn't work. We can't waste possession, especially when we keep falling behind in games. How are we supposed to do that if we're not running the ball effectively and we're giving the ball to the other team? We cannot win that way.
At all.
At all. Yeah. It's impossible. So, there's so many things that need to get sorted out, and these are just simple, for the most part. A lot of them are mental errors, especially the pass defense and Hurts' errors himself, not to mention Brian Johnson's inept play calling. I don't know what to do with that. Worst third down defense in the league. I don't know what to do with that. What do? We're not getting pressure on defense. We're not moving the ball effectively, offensively. I mean, it's pretty hit or miss, especially in the first half. Yeah. So where do we even start to fix the damn problems? Where do we start?
Well, unfortunately, I think the problem that they're having right now, you can't fix it until the offseason, because it comes down to me, honestly, I feel like the best course of action to fix this problem that they're having, basically, in my opinion only, I think we have to find a way to either we fix that play calling problem. They got people that are playing and calling the plays. It's like there's a lack of aggression on the defensive side, and then there's a lack of. It's just something missing on both sides of the ball, and it has a lot to do with playbooks and play calling. I feel like the reason that Philadelphia was just so damn dominant last season in the pass rush is because you saw a lot of mix matching, and you see a lot of rotation. You're not seeing the same type of rotation this year because they don't have the same amount of depth that they have. There's more depth in the secondary than there is on the linebacker core and on the defensive line. They don't have the same type of depth. Like if their edge
last year too.
Yeah. Yeah, and what I see in there, basically on the edge, the people they got on the edge, they have Josh Sweat, Nolan Smith, Graham, and Reddick. That's it. That's their only.
They're starting to use Smith more out of necessity, though, so that's a
Yeah,
plus.
yeah. But that's their depth. That's their
Yeah.
depth on the edge. On the defensive line, you got Cox, Davis, Carter, and then you got a ragtag bunch of guys that, I mean, do we even like what's his name? Jomo, and then that guy,
Yeah.
and that guy Tulupatupu.
Yes.
I'm not gonna get his name correct. I
No,
mean, it's just
you're
not
not,
something I'm gonna get.
obviously.
But that's just like nowhere near the depth that Philadelphia had last year. And then at
Right.
linebacker, their linebacker depth, I'm pretty sure they're down to like 3 guys. It's Dean, he is hurt. Or is he back? He's back. There's Dean, you got Dean, Morrow, Cunningham, and Leonard. That's it. That's their depth at linebacker. And that just means that
Mhm.
you don't have the rotation you need. You
Right.
can't be expansive. And then with so much injury on the defensive backfield, they really have nothing at the secondary. On the secondary, they have nothing. They have 3 safeties, and some of those safeties have to play slot. And then with the
Mm-hmm.
injuries to the
Sidney
cornerback
Brown.
position, they have their bare minimum down. They're down right at this point right now. They're down to their last 4 cornerbacks.
Right.
Like they don't have anybody else.
Right.
So
And there's nobody on the market on the street that would even help a little bit.
yeah,
Like we're slim pickings now.
yeah,
There's
that's where Philadelphia is right now. I think the injuries is a problem, and then Slay getting his knee scoped and just that coming
That
out like
too. Damn, that's a hurt piece right there.
yeah, that was not only like out of
Out of
nowhere,
the
but it was just
right
like
out of the blue. Just come on now. It's week whatever. It's the
yeah, like this
14,
is somewhere
15.
we need you,
Now.
especially with a guy like DK. But I mean,
I mean, they still be back by the end of the season, but damn. I
yeah,
mean, are you going to be in game shape come playoff time? Because that bye week ain't guaranteed now. You might not get
mhm,
that extra week of rest. Is he
might
going to
not.
be ready when he come back?
Yeah,
See, I mean, why would you do this now? Just hold off. I ain't saying what like sacrifice your life for the team, but sacrifice your life for the team. Like, come on, man. You know what's at stake here.
yeah,
You all we got out there, especially as far as secondary, until they start really running Sid Brown. Yeah, let me ask you this. How you know who's out there, right? You said it earlier, who's starting and whatnot at cornerback, safety, all that good shit. How
hmm
would you set that lineup? How would you set that secondary?
I would honestly, I would go Keely Ringo,
On the outside,
out corner.
inside, corner.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I would probably do a little rotation with Job and Ricks at corner, and I'd have Sid Brown at slot. I mean, it's a
Okay.
hurt piece no matter what.
It is. It
But
is.
and
Because
and
that
in this
second cornerback spot, damn.
yeah, and in this situation, I'm gonna run I'm gonna run a lot of safety over top. Like all
Mm-hmm.
my safeties will always be deep because that's what you're gonna deal with a lot with Job. You're gonna I mean they're gonna go after these guys,
Yeah.
especially with DK and Lockett and then Jigba.
But yeah,
They're gonna like tear this offense up and I mean this defense up, and I'm just like, it's nothing really that you can do. You just got to pray that these guys are semi able because it's just gotta hope that they're doing we're gonna get some pressure. We gotta get pressure because if we're not getting pressure, it's just you give Drew Lock any amount of time in the pocket, we just gotta hope that he's gonna make mistakes.
right. I mean, we know Seattle's line isn't the most dependable, so that could be a
Right.
plus for the Eagles D line this week. If we can get more pressure than we've been able to get. Let me rephrase that. We've been getting pressure, we just ain't been making contact. That's what needs to do. We can't be missing tackles in the field either. That's becoming a damn problem. you wrap up. Just y'all know how to wrap up. You're professionals. I don't need to explain this shit. You're
Absolutely.
professionals. You know how to tackle, so tackle. Stop being scared. I know everybody else getting hurt, but that don't mean y'all got to stop playing hard. Y'all get to start slacking and making little stupid errors like diving at feet instead of lowering your shoulder and wrapping the hell up. Stop playing around. Okay, it's too late in the season to be making those kinds of errors. Y'all should be playoff ready. So get it right.
And that's the thing. I don't know if the offensive coordinators are playoff ready. I don't know if Sean.
No, they're obviously not playoff ready.
They're not playoff
ready. They're still in the preseason upstairs
because
they haven't caught up.
Yeah, and because my thing is, this is the time of year where you start running the ball a lot.
Yes,
this is where you start running the ball.
This frightful.
Yeah, this is where you start getting guys like Rashad Penny involved.
Yes,
these guys. This is where
Isn't that why we got him?
Yeah, this is where you see those 15 carries by DeAndre Swift, those 15 carries by this is where you start to just let that clock run. We ain't trying to. I don't care about scoring a lot of points. Just let that clock run. Yes. Put points on the board. Keep the offense, keep the defense off the field. So you can, and this, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think what they're going to do is try to make Jalen Hurts do too much.
Yes. But that's how we keep falling apart, because we keep trying to rely on Jalen Hurts to do too much, and you can't count on that. Hey, that's not the way this team is built.
And that's
move the ball. Not just we're not that type of team that just relies on the quarterback to make every play. We would have weapons everywhere if we were that kind of team.
Yeah, and what's insane to me is this is the only team that's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only team that's relying on the quarterback to do everything.
I mean, and they don't have 10 player at most every position offensively. Yeah. There's no way in hell they should be struggling like this.
Right. Because you got teams that got their backups in, and they're like,
still moving.
Still moving. We just watched Mitch Trubisky and
Minshew
and Nick Mullins. Nick Mullins came out there playing like he'd been doing this for years. I mean, he has been doing it for years, but he's playing like a star. He played like a starter for the most part, and it was because they weren't relying on him to do everything.
Right.
Let's do the same thing with Jalen Hurts. We know what his skills is. Let him we rely on that tush push quite a bit. So let's not get him hurt.
Yes.
Let's keep him healthy so we can maybe utilize that running ability when we need him to.
See, I told you about my idea earlier. Mm-hmm. Why do we have to use Jalen Hurts on every single tush push? Why don't we get a big ass lineman back there?
Why not?
Why not? I mean, why don't we let Penny do it? Why not? Why don't we let Goddard do it? Let's get a big boy back there.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be equally as successful. I mean, not to knock Hurts, but we don't have to put the wear and tear on him every time we run that play.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Why don't we let Jordan Davis do it?
Yeah, exactly. Let's let a big man do that. Just for
move out the way.
Let's do it. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's let Jordan Davis take the rock and just push. And let them push his tush. And that's a big tush. That's a lot of pushing. Just like yo mama.
So you got a prediction for this game?
Oh. Yeah, but I got a lot of things before I get to the prediction.
All right, let's get into it.
All right. You know I got my over-unders every week. That's the music. Keep that in your head. Shut up. 2 turnovers for Hurts, over or under?
I think it's going to be an under. I'm always going to go under. I'm going to support him. I want to support him.
All right.
I'm going to go under.
Since your answers are biased, 3 touchdowns, over under for Hurts.
Under.
No.
For him, I say you said under. I'm gonna go under 3 touchdowns. I think he'll probably get a touchdown pass and a touchdown run. I
Okay.
think, um,
Is a touchdown run a tush push?
yes,
All right.
yes.
Go on.
Um, and I feel like the other points, if Eagles score another touchdown, it's gonna be a running back, maybe Kenny Gainwell,
Mm,
that gets a touchdown.
okay. Over under 250 for Lock. This was originally Gino, but apparently I didn't
For
realize he
Drew
was
Lock,
Yeah.
Drew Lock goes over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like desperation garbage yards.
No, I think Drew Lock is gonna be putting. I'll give him about 275, 290.
Oh, so you got a game
But
for Lock. Okay.
I don't though. I got him getting good plays, but I feel like the Eagles defense makes enough. They stop. They make the necessary stops.
This is the game that probably make or break Sean Desai as the
Oh,
Eagles.
for sure,
Like this
for
is the
sure.
game. Yeah.
Because
If
this is the
this defense succeeds, he's got a guaranteed coaching job next year.
if they
If they
don't,
don't, he
he's gonna
ain't
find
gonna be
himself
here.
out of the
Know that
league.
much. Yeah.
Because this right here is his last chance.
Yeah.
Because he has too many weapons,
Mm-hmm. I
and
mean,
you
they're a little short in a talent department, just a little short in the depth department, but
mm-hmm,
hey, you gotta take what you got. You gotta put them out there. You gotta have them
mm-hmm.
ready, regardless of who it is. You gotta have them ready. If they ain't physically ready, they gotta be mentally ready. They can't be making mistakes. There's no
Mm-hmm.
line
And
for error. None. No,
and that's a
no,
lot
none.
of what's been going on in Philadelphia. A lot of
Yeah,
mistakes.
yeah. You can't do that this time around. So decide you better have them boys locked and loaded.
Uh,
Otherwise, we're gonna be calling for your head. All right, back to the over-unders. 150 for Seattle running backs total.
150 for the
Oh,
running
really? I
back.
mean rushing, not receiving.
Under. I'm gonna go under.
With receiving, would that be under?
With receiving,
Hmm.
I'll go under. I'll go under. I
Okay.
don't think. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna end up where they're not running the ball anymore.
Okay. Over under total 120 for DeAndre Swift.
Under.
Hmm.
70 yards at best.
Damn.
They're not gonna run the ball. I don't see him doing it.
90 receiving for Devontae Smith. Over under.
Under.
Over under 110 for AJ.
Under.
Hmm.
Under.
Damn. More yards, DK or AJ?
Definitely DK. Definitely DK.
Does DK make it through the game? Does he get what's it called? One of the stupid penalties for just being a knucklehead. I can't remember what they're called right now. The phrase is just not there.
I think he'll stay in the game. I don't think he's gonna get kicked out of the game.
Oh, damn. Okay. Over under 3 sacks for the Eagles defense.
Over.
Mm.
Over.
Over under 2 sacks for Seattle's defense.
Over.
Okay. Final score prediction.
24-20.
Mm.
Philadelphia wins, though.
I say 24-17 Philadelphia wins.
Football.
All right, so where are we? Okay. So let's get into some side stuff, some side stories, some side quests.
side stories?
Yeah,
okay.
We're going to do some side quests here. All right. So, Big Dom, everybody's favorite security guard. Banned for the season from the sideline because of that nut-ass 49ers dude, Drake Greenlaw. Like, we all know what happened. We know there's some bullshit. What do you think, GQ?
again, because I'm biased, because I work in the same industry as Dom, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed because this sets a bad precedent once again, because it's basically telling people we don't want you doing your job. We just
Right.
want you to come out there and represent us in a good light. We don't like the nitty gritty that is the security industry. We just
Mm-hmm.
like everything to look pretty. We like to look like we're in control of everything. And if something looks out of shape, we're going to punish you for it, even if
Right.
you're right. That's how they looking at Big Dom. They look at Big Dom as if, yeah, we know what you did was in the right. You were doing it because it's your job, but we're going to punish you for it because everybody isn't happy. So the best way to make everybody happy, even though it's not going to make you guys happy, we have to
Mm.
punish you. We have to punish you for doing your job. So I don't like it. I'm upset by it, but it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it.
That's what I think of it. It's shit.
Another shitty decision by the NFL. And
Mm-hmm.
and actually, I want to piggyback off of that because they just the stupid things that comes out of the mouths of these NFL executives.
Right.
He told Kareem Jackson in a meeting that it's his job. It is the players. It is the defensive players' job to protect the offensive players.
How? I know I saw
Now,
that. How? How? Please explain to me how. Because
I
they're
don't
holding a
know.
football? No, that's ridiculous. They put
Yeah,
far too much on the defensive players.
yeah, and that
Sure,
right
I
there,
like
that is
scoring,
where
but
people will
damn,
stop
be
on the play.
fair. Shit.
Yeah, it's really gonna hurt the game when you
Yeah.
look at say, hey, you gotta now in a sense where like with the guy KZ from Pittsburgh that laid the hit on Michael Pittman. In that
Mhm.
situation, you gotta protect. You can't do that. There's certain hits you just don't do. Like if somebody's diving for the ball, you don't
Right.
try to make a big hit on them. That you just don't do that. Like that's
Yeah.
just highlights, and we don't need that. But telling a player you gotta your job is to protect the offense. No, it's not. No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. No,
At the end
it's
of the
not.
get at the end of the day, it's my job to protect myself and go home
And them
to my
offensive
family.
player making way more money than defensive players.
One hundred
Unless you're
percent.
a damn corner or a brushing end, you ain't making much.
One
Or
hundred
Aaron Donald.
percent. So yeah, I think Roger Goodell, you're full of shit. It's your job to protect the
Mm-hmm.
players. And if you want to and if this is the precedent, you're probably gonna see more flag football. The NFL will add an extra F to the game because that's where you're trending toward because nobody's gonna want to watch this.
Right.
This is atrocious and I'm tired of it.
It is.
Nothing.
All right. On to our next story. I'm going to have to get into my somber voice. NBA superstar Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was hospitalized today after falling at a concert and breaking his hip with his old ass. That's all. He fell at a concert and broke his hip because he's old. He's like 81 years old, 82 years old.
Why he at a concert?
I don't know. Why he ain't sitting down? Why at a concert where you got to stand up?
Yeah. Why he not in the wheelchair? He should
McGillen's
have
got to be bro. You're like 8 feet tall. No, he's 7'1",
Jeez.
7'2". Yeah, 7'2". But
Jeez.
no, I mean that's a shame. No, it is.
My
But
man
he's 80 something. Of course, he broke his hip if he fell. Every 8-year-old falls, they're gonna break something. That's what happens when you're an octogenarian. Your bones are old and brittle. You gotta be careful, Kareem.
What's an
Yeah.
octogenarian?
Get that man some crutch. Get that man a fucking walker. He's 80 years old. Get him a walker. You're supposed to be taking care of him. I mean, I know he got a caregiver. He's 80-something years old. She ain't doing her job. Fire that bitch. You got any opinion on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar falling and not being able to get up? I wish I had that clip. I'm falling and I can't get up. We were monsters for laughing at that lady. All right. No opinions? Nothing? Yes, Boulevard said octogenarian. I know words. I use language. All right.
Listen, you
Next,
said a word. You said a word.
I did say a word. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Andy Reid was fined $100,000 for violating, quote, long-standing league rules prohibiting public criticism of game officials, end quote, and Mahomes was hit with a $50,000 fine for unsportsmanlike conduct as well as criticism of the officiating crew. I have a quote. Mahomes, I played 7 years and never had offensive offsides called. That's elementary school shit we're talking about. Yay! There was no warning throughout the entire game. Then you wait until there's a minute left in the game to make a call like that? It's tough. Yay! Lost for words. It's tough. Regardless if we win or lose, just the end of another game, and we're talking about the refs. It's just not what we want for the NFL or for football. Well, don't be offside. Shit. That's my opinion. What you think?
I mean, yeah. Kadarius Toney has just been fucking up all year.
Have you wanted
not
about
a
it being
surprise
offside?
I mean, it's
offside.
Yeah, it's not a surprise for me. This is just Kadarius Toney. He's fucking up all year. He's been fucking up for that team all year. You gotta cut him this year. It's at the end of the year.
Gonna end up back
let
on
him
the
go. He's fucking up.
Like he's a Giants player through and through.
And then it's just the look on Kadarius Toney's face. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to find it, but it's just always the look on his face.
What is it? Show us the look. Make the look. Give us the look. Yeah, he's amazed that this stuff happens to him. He's amazed that he's offside.
Like he was sitting on the sideline, like
maybe he just lost in space. Maybe he smoked too much before the game, like sometimes I do before an episode.
Man, listen. You smoke too much. I eat like stuff I shouldn't be eating.
Oh
no!
Like what? Like what? What would you be eating? No.
So that I'll load up on cookies.
Well, that's no good.
Load up on more cookies.
That's a lot of cookies.
And whatever else is just sitting in the fridge.
I got a free pizza. So yeah. I won't say their names because I order from them like every other week. I ordered a pizza. They sent me a cheese pizza. I ordered a pizza with sausage and onion and pepperoni, I think. So this was not that. And let me be clear, America, or whoever's going to listen to this. Cheese pizza. Cheese is not a topping. I'm going to just put that out there. Cheese is not a topping. Okay? It comes with it. It's standard. It's not a topping. So stop with the extra cheese bullshit.
Can I get a cheese pizza?
Where was I? They fucked up my order. So they sent me the cheese pizza. And obviously they wasn't going to take it back. But they just sent me a fresh piping hot pizza that I ordered. It was like fresh out of the oven. So that shit was dank. So that's my happiness for the weekend until the Eagles win on Monday. That's my eating pizza all weekend. Pizza, wings, poppers. You name it. Yes.
Basically. What else we got? What else we got on the ding-a-ling?
We have nothing else really. I did my Mahomes impression. Did I sound like Kermit the Frog? Because he sounded like Kermit the Frog.
You sounded like something.
Okay.
Definitely sounded like a Muppet. So
all right, that's close enough.
Yeah. Well. Oh shoot.
Right. Freeze on the ball in recess.
Before we get into the next little bit of message, because I do have a little message for everybody before we get there. I want to say this. Thank you guys for subscribing or liking or whatever it is that you're doing. If you haven't done it already, you're probably missing out. So you should probably subscribe because things are about to get really awesome. Boulevard and I will be creating some very exclusive content. And the reason I say exclusive content, because this is going to be the content that you have to actually be a member of the Bench Riders Club. You have to be a member. We haven't figured out the name yet. We're still working on the name of what this club is going to be, but you have to be a member. You're going to have to be a member. We're going to be doing, it's not just going to be sports. We're going to go in, you're going to see who we are, what we like, and we're just going to be having a good old time. And all our content, you're going to get some uncensored, the pure, unadulterated Boulevard and GQ. So look out for that. You're going to have to subscribe. And you're also going to have to
tell them what it is, though. They want to know.
Oh, they want to know?
They do want to know what it is.
Let them know what it is, Billy Bada.
Yeah, we're going to be live streaming us watching different movies, Saturday morning cartoons, also all that nonsense. Y'all can watch it along with us as we trip off the nonsense from back in the day, back in our youths, back when we were little youths running around. We don't know what we'll call it, but you're welcome to come watch with us. Sit on a bench, eat some popcorn, or whatever cookies with GQ. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. Y'all should join us. It's gonna be neat.
Yeah. And also a few other things you're gonna get to watch when you become a exclusive member. You're gonna get to watch the Boulevard Beatdown. Boulevard is gonna go on his rants on the Boulevard Beatdown. I know how much you guys love to see the rants, but guess what? It's not gonna be free no more. You gotta come and watch the Boulevard Beatdown. Also, you can come watch GQ TV. GQ TV is going to be my exclusives, me doing what GQ does, and I'm gonna have some fun. GQ TV. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we have nothing else. But I say, if you haven't liked and subscribed already, it's about time you do so. Make sure you do it before this video ends. And
hit the bench.
Yeah. Hit the bench.
Waiting for it. Hit the bench.
Yeah, hit the bench.